So, hello, folks. Thanks for listening to this podcast. You have made the right decision for your career, and we hope you will get the clarities about your career, about learnings, and listening to this podcast. So, this is the series of podcasts of industry connects and insights with the experts. This is Lakshit Pal, podcaster at TechFit, working for communities. So, this is our first podcast with Neha Singh, an incredible personality with amazing skills. Right now, she's working with Samsung as a R&D engineer, and I would like to listen a few words about you as an intro. Please take the call, Neha.
Okay. So, hello everyone. Thank you for listening to the podcast. And I am Neha Singh. I live in Gurgaon and I'm in my final year right now. I'm doing my engineering, BTech in computer science with specialization in DevOps from UPS Dehradun. And right now I am interning with Samsung Research Institute, Noida. There, my role is as a R&D engineer, research and development engineer. So yes, basics this.
Yeah, so that's pretty a nice introduction. So I would just like to know, like, what's the difference according to you about the learning phase and the application phase? Like as you said, you are an R&D engineer. So how you are applying your learnings into your career right now?
Okay. So in my learning phase, I was pretty much into the COVID period, so I got a lot of time for self-learning because we were not going to offline classes, and I have done various internships, and in that time also. So in learning, I mostly focused on my DevOps core that we have to study as our curriculum, and over that I did some internships and I learned about data science. But when I actually transitioned into and started working in Samsung, which is like real thing you're doing, there I had to work on Android. So that was pretty new for me because I haven't done that before, right? So
Yeah.
that's the difference. See, I learned something different, but in application phase I'm working on Android. But in Android as well, as I told you, I am working as research and development engineer. We are I recently got a task where I had to apply data science as well. You won't believe how closely this we work in phones and how closely data science is being used in very small features in phones. Like we work on Samsung, and that also we have various modules. So right now I'm working on settings and notifications. So that's my part. So that's
Okay.
the difference. Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing difference as you told. So, like right now you are working in Samsung, and so I just like to know why this domain, why this company, and like what motivated you for this domain specifically.
Okay. So firstly, Samsung is a very big brand and everyone know about it. And that was a really big opportunity where you can work for an organization which affects a large community, like everyone in India. I guess one phone will be there of Samsung or any electronic device you will be using. So that was the biggest reason. And then from the domain like computer science you are from, and then you got an opportunity where you can actually work on research and development. So that was also a domain where you can actually integrate your computer science or data science. That excites me, and DevOps. So that's why Samsung.
Yeah, and so like I would just like to know like how you have overcome your major and minor failures. Like multiple times in the journey of a student, some downtimes comes. Like sometimes we are not getting something what we are expecting. So how you try to overcome all the failures?
Mm, okay, so I have also faced situations like that, and there comes our community. We are recording this podcast. You
Yeah.
can find a lot of resources over the website, and that's how I also did. So, for my part, as a student, they were like, I was confused which domain I should work on. So, many seniors suggested that you should explore. I went to web and then I came to data science. There were a lot of resources you can find online as well. So, that was the thing. You need to connect as we are moving towards offline again. My duration in my second year, we came online completely due to COVID. So you have opportunity. You can go and talk to your seniors, and in that times they help. Or if you're talking about placement season, then also I was let me tell you, I wasn't able to clear the mass recruiters, and that's a good thing right now. But yeah, so that time I was like very scared. I learned through all my mistakes that this is what I did wrong and I don't know, I need to learn more about it. I made a schedule for myself. I was like kind of good in it. I use calendar all the day. All my things do all are marked there. So that's how I was able to overcoming my failures and like all the situations I was going through. So as I told that I wasn't able to at the starting of the placements, I was not able to clear many organizations.
Yeah.
So that time I made a schedule that this is all the things I have to learn, and before that schedule has to complete, before that I was able to grab another opportunity. So I guess make schedules, learn, do mistakes, learn from it. That will help. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Like our seniors definitely play an incredible role in our journey, and
Yeah.
everything happens for a reason. Right now, you are working with a big brand, Samsung, so definitely this is
That,
your way. So
hmm,
I just like to know one important part, like as you said about the community. So I have seen multiple folks, like those who are doing very excellent with the community after joining a firm, after joining a company, they just started being idle in that domain. Like they are not contributing now in the communities. They are more focused, like some time batching, because I said about your whole time is planned, but right now you just gave time to shoot this podcast still. But lot of people I have seen, they were doing excellent in the community, but after joining a job or anything, they just be idle on that place. So is that the right approach according to you? What are your views about this?
okay, so being in a community, and I am really people's person. So even when I was going to my office, I like to communicate with other people. I try to talk to them and learn from them, like what they are doing. It can be either technical, or when you talk to people, you get to know that they have a different human mentality also. So
Yeah.
I really love being there at Samsung and talking to people. And talking about being in a part of community, yes, it might be difficult at starting that you are not getting time, but some people are like very active. I would like to name Sarthak is like really amazing, and he whenever he's there, he's talking to people and sharing his views. So I guess that's a person's choice, and it's a their quality also, that people like to really take the initiative, talk to people. Some people do it full time or like that's amazing. I like it
Yeah.
so much. That's why I'm also a part of community. And talking about you also, you have also taken a lot of initiatives for doing the things. So yeah.
Yeah, so like community is the best part. This is how I learned
Hmm.
everything, and this is how I'm growing. So I love to
Yeah.
help people and facilitate people, and community is the best part. So I would just, because this podcast is totally about the industry insights of expert, those who are working in the community. So for a first year, for a beginner, what you will suggest, like what your
Hmm.
Monday routine looks like if suppose you are going to Monday, you won't be
Hmm.
doing like if I'm a cloud architect, I won't be making the architecture every day. I will be
Hmm.
working on some updates, but I will be making the architecture. So how you are executing this? Like what's your Monday routine when you go to office?
Okay. So I really love going to office. My office is like people are great, my mentor is great, and my manager is also amazing. It's like
Yeah.
very approachable people. So I love it. And my routine will be like you go to office. I work, as I told you, I am working in a notification part. So I see what are the issues and I work on them. And right now, as it is research also, I'm working on ideation. So we have one sir who help us, motivate us to check what more we can do, how you can implement. If I'm interested in data science, how you can combine data science in our phones, or what better we can do. So
Yeah.
that's kind of routine I have. Yeah.
Yeah. So what you will suggest to a beginner? Like suppose someone is thinking about like going to an R&D engineer field. So
Mhm.
what should he think about? Which areas he or she should focus on according to you?
Okay. when I even think about research, I think that I should have some patents, but that's not necessary. I haven't worked on it. So basically, when Samsung came to our college, they were looking for computer science. Like, it's more of software engineering. They didn't ask us about Android or anything. um, like, we learned that in a week or two. We were able to equip ourselves with Android as well. So it's not about something you should do already, but if you're interested in research, you can write some research paper, do some research, you can show them. That will be a first plus point for you. So, and other than that, for any beginner or first year student, I would suggest them that stay in the college, stay in the communities. There are a lot of chapters there. So just be a part of them. Talk to your seniors, talk to people, so that you actually get to know that what is happening in the society.
Yeah.
So I guess that's something. If anything else
Yeah.
you would want to know,
Yeah.
just let me.
Yeah, just adding to it, like, everything what you said was absolutely correct. Like, networking is the best way you can grow, because if
Yeah,
you are talking to your seniors, if you are talking to 10 different minds, you will get 10 different ideas. You can now implement 10 different ideas into a whole. You can merge it into your idea, make up a better version of yourself. You can just curate yourself in such a better way. So this is how I think about all these opportunities. And so definitely it's a very good new domain for everyone to explore, and I will highly suggest the beginners to go for an R&D engineer at whatever company they want to be. And so, guys, don't focus on the company, just work on your skills. You will definitely get the results very soon. And as she said, like, she was not recruited by the mass recruiter, but
yeah,
right now she's sitting in Samsung. You can just take it, like, you can get motivated by this, because everything happens for a reason, and you should know yourself. You are worthy. If you will work on your skills, definitely you are going to get something good in your skills. And so that's it for this time today, guys. And thank you, Neha. Thank you for joining to this podcast. It was really nice talking to you, and we
yeah,
are really happy to have you here and looking forward to shoot like more podcasts with you. Thank you.
sure. Thank you.
Thank you.